Hello again, everyone. It's January 4th, 2025. I'm in my hometown of New Hartford, New York on Paris Road. Over the last few days, my immediate area has received about a foot of snow. The areas north of Utica, however, have received considerably more, and I thought it would be interesting to take a snow tour north of Utica to check out the big amounts of snow that have fallen or has fallen up in that area. So we'll be heading up on Route 12 up and over Deerfield Hill. In winter, the weather is often a lot different once you get over Deerfield Hill, which crests about 3 or 4 miles north out of Utica. So there were some pretty impressive snowfalls. The areas we'll be visiting. Witold's in the back with me, ever the faithful companion. This is Sunset Ave in South Utica. About the same amount of snow down here as back at my home in New Hartford. This recent snowfall is what meteorologists call lake effect snow. The cold air, mostly coming from Canada, where else, crosses over Lake Ontario, one of the 5 Great Lakes. Lake Ontario, when unfrozen, and I don't know if Ontario freezes fully throughout the winter, but regardless, when the waters are unfrozen, they're relatively warm. Warmth and moisture from the lake heads up to the lower levels of the atmosphere, and clouds are created. Winds blow those clouds full of snow down to my neck of the woods, upstate New York, creating a lot of snow. Where exactly the lake effect snow will hit hardest is a little difficult to predict. A lot is dependent on wind direction and geographical features. It can be sunny and nice in one area, and then only a few miles away can be a raging snowstorm. So the Utica area didn't get hit by the worst of the lake effect bands of snow. So a little comparing and contrasting in today's video. I'll probably have a few points of railroading interest as well as we head north. Very soon I'll be getting onto New York State Route 12. Actually, at this point, it's combined with New York State's Routes 5 and 8. All right, so here we go. Deerfield Hill's about 3.5 miles long. Unwary motorists are often caught at the summit. New York State Police and our Sheriff's Office often wait for speeders. And it's a very hidden spot. You don't see the police until you're right on top of them. And by then, it's too late. Nearing the crest, just beyond the next bridge, right in the median, is where the troopers and the sheriffs like to wait for speeders. But no one over there today. So we're up and over Deerfield Hill. And here's an example of what I just mentioned, the peculiarities of lake effect snow. You see there's a little break in the clouds here. We're now entering the Trenton Business District, also known as Mapledale. And these folks really got hammered up here. We'll be exiting the highway soon to get on some backcountry roads. Look at those snowbanks, holy moly. And I'll shortly be crossing under the Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern Railroad. This was New York Central Railroad. Turning right shortly onto Old Poland Road. Witold stirring in the back. He's been up here before. We'll soon be coming upon and going through a tunnel that goes under the railroad tracks. When the railroad was built, they put a trestle here, but eventually filled it in, and when they filled it in, they had to provide access for the locals. Looks clear to me. Let's go through. Head back up the hill and through the tunnel. Nobody's coming, so we're in the clear, Witold. So here we are on Sand Road in the town of Trenton. It's about 17 degrees. Considerably more snow up here than back in New Hartford. Snowbanks on my left almost come up to me. There's another one of the tunnels that the railroad built when they filled in the trestle. That one leading to a residence. The railroad crosses up here. A few years back, I caught the railroad doing what they call drift busting. I'll link that video here. It's a short one. You can see the snowfly as the engine heads north. So again, we're in a break in the lake effect band. We've got some sunshine here. We'll turn around and head back down. Railroad's over there to the left. Down we go. Just to get a few more seconds here, or moments on Sand Road, before moving on to the next location. And this winter wonderland created by the lake effect snow. Just a few miles farther north on State Route 365. Still in the town of Trenton. We'll see a bridge for the railroad again. We turn left just before that bridge onto Taylor Road. Right around here is where I've gotten a lot of train videos. So up onto Taylor. This will connect to Plank Road, which will bring us into Remsen. It's a little bumpy. Again, take note of those snowbanks. Just lowered the back window for Witold so we could peek outside and take this in as well. It'd be a little dicey to meet a snowplow coming down this road. Let's hope I just didn't foretell that eventuality. Oh, isn't it nice in here amongst all these pines and spruces? Hemlocks too, I think. All right, so now we're on Plank Road, which will bring us into Remsen. I think we'll take a look at the depot. Now entering the village of Remsen, long ago settled by the Welsh. Take a right turn on Depot Street. Check out the train station. Okay, Witold, we're gonna head through this snowbank right here. Come on, buddy. Come on, bud. You can do it. Let's just head over a little bit. Maybe not too far. Snow's very nearly up to my knees here. Well, I think this might be good enough, but let's take a measurement. Looks like right here it's 22 inches. So about 2 feet of snow right here at the depot. What do you think about that, Witold? It'll be easier walking out of here, I think. Okay, let's turn around and head back. Definitely a little easier heading back. Witold is a good trail breaker, and I'm sure he's thrilled about doing it too. So I'll take him for a little walk around here. Come on, let's walk, V. Yes, I don't see much alternative to them running a plow train up here on the Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern. So with that little side trip completed, we'll be heading out of Remsen. A state trooper once told me, partly in jest I think, that there is no law north of Remsen. So hopefully we won't have the need for the law to assist us. We're now on Dayton Road. Again, we'll be crossing the Adirondack Railroad. I'm now in Bardwell Mills, an unincorporated community within the town of Forestport. Town of Forestport. Perhaps Bardwell Mills wasn't in Forestport. I'll check into it. Just crossed over Cayuta Lake. Cayuta Lake is a man-made lake which was created to help supply the needs of the barge canal. My aunt and uncle used to have a camp up here a long time ago, and I spent many nights up here. Very peaceful. That was their camp. Been modified over the years and that building added. A lot of memories. entering Forestport Station, so named because it was a stop on the New York Central Railroad. We'll take a look at the old Forestport Station building and just coming right up. Garamone's Restaurant, a well-known local eatery. Here comes the railroad crossing. There is the former New York Central passenger station and Forestport Station. We'll take the Forestport loop through the village and then get back on State Highway, this time Route 28. One-lane bridge. I used to get spring water down that road. The longest hike I ever took in my life was back in the late 90s, 31 miles, all the way from my home in New Hartford up here to Forestport. My brother Daniel went with me. He conked out right around here someplace. I made it up to the Forestport Elementary School before my sister was summoned to rescue us. This is Boonville. We're crossing the Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern Railroad's tracks. Doesn't seem to be as much snow over here as in some of the earlier segments. Turn down Boonville Schuyler Street. No street running here by a railroad, although there is a crossing here. Head down the road leading to Bailey's Mill, a customer of the railroad for a long time. It's a tight squeeze. Here we go. Making a left turn, downtown Port Leyden, Lewis County Route 71W. Definitely not as much snow here compared even to Utica and New Hartford. So turn around shortly, like right now, after we cross the Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern Railroad. Gonna head back onto Route 12 and go up to Lyons Falls. See if Lyons Falls has got any more snow. Then that'll be it for our northward journey. We'll head back home. Port Leyden is in Lewis County. I just saw a sign for their Justice Court, so there is law north of Remsen after all. This is Lyons Falls, end of the line for the Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern Railroad. They operate 45 miles of tracks from Utica right up to this point. We'll take a look at the old Lyons Falls, New York Central passenger station. It was an agway until recently, and it appears some sort of business is operating in there now. The Depot Market, Humblebee Farms. 45 rail miles from here to Utica. Lyons Falls used to have a huge paper mill, and they went out of business about a dozen years ago. They were a good customer of the railroad. In the metropolis of Potter's Corner, be turning left to head back down to Boonville. Again, it's pretty odd when you figure we're much farther north that there's hardly any snow up here. But such is the uncertainty of the lake effect bands of snow we've been getting. Turn left here to head through downtown Boonville again. A few potholes. Get back on Route 12. We're just now entering the town of Steuben. So back in Remsen, gonna head up Starr Hill Road. I've got a friend who lives up here. She posted some interesting pictures on Facebook about the snow levels. There's a park honoring Baron von Steuben of Revolutionary War fame up here. After the war, he was given a bunch of land in Oneida County, and he lived here for a while. And there's a replica log cabin of where he lived. It's a state historical park. Again, this is Starr Hill Road. Back in Steuben, having left Remsen once again. There's a sign for the Steuben Memorial. Look at the snow on the roof of that SUV. Wow. There's Baron von Steuben's cabin. And a sign welcoming folks to the Steuben Memorial State Historic Site. Unfortunately, Witold and I can't walk up there because I would say it appears to be closed for the season. So from the Baron von Steuben New York State Memorial State Historic Site, Baron von Steuben, of course, being the drill master of the American Revolution. This is Railroading Rambler and Witold thanking you for watching this video. And signing off until next time.